Ben Keller here with Max Geiger, former JV Orange basketball player. Max averaged 2 points a game in his 10-year here. Senior, not playing this year. It's okay. He's an academics before athletics kind of guy. But, Max, we have a great one here tonight between the Olentangy Orange Pioneers and the Dublin Kaufman Shamrocks. And Orange has been looking pretty good lately. They will be ready to go tonight. And, Max, something about this Dublin Kaufman team is they're very young. What do you know about this Kaufman team?
Yeah, you know, they're really young. They have four or five JV players that also play on the varsity roster at least. And, you know, they have a 6'5" freshman coming in this year. He's a lefty. It looks like he can shoot, too, from watching him during warm-ups. I mean, and it looks like he's going to be playing tonight as a freshman.
One thing I saw out of the Shamrocks was 6'4", Hammond Russell the Fourth. Now, if that's a name, I mean that's a name. Am I right?
That's a great name.
And well, while the Shamrocks have size and youth, the Pioneers will be looking from some of their higher scores. Talking with Coach Kalo, he said he has 5 guys in double digits. We should expect averaging double digits. We should expect something similar tonight. The game is tipping off fairly soon, and we will be with you right until the end of this great game. And quick shout out to Ethan Hunter, who will be giving us tonight's starting lineups. That guy is orange juice, orange track and field. He does it all.
He does it all.
Over there in the red hair. He's memorizing these guys' names, and some of the faces are going to be pretty familiar tonight from the orange side. We have Andre Irving, Jason Foster, Jordan Bethel. We have Ryan Cutler.
Ryan Cutler, yeah.
Sorry, I was losing my train of thought there for a second. Ryan Cutler, tall guy, plays the middle of the floor. Jason Foster plays the 4 spot. And the Pioneers are fast.
They are. They like to run. Once they get the ball, they're off and running. They're trying to score fast break points and
they do it really well.
Yeah. They just want to get down the court before you do.
And if you are getting down the court before you are, you got to have depth. And the Pioneers also have that. One player who really brings out some energy when needed is young John Stearns. Not young anymore, however. It is the big 1-7 for him tonight. John Stearns is turning 17 today.
Yes,
Happy birthday to John Stearns. Let's hope he has a great game tonight. But Coach Kalo talked about John Stearns with us, and he said that John Stearns is just an energy man who is just he's like a gnat in your face. He is all over the floor. He is up in your face on defense, and that is something that is going to be tough for the Shamrocks to face. And also talking about Jordan Bethel. Now, Jordan Bethel is a solid, very good player who plays. He can play the 2 through 4 pretty much.
He can play almost every position.
Yeah, he can play 1 through 5. And the thing that Coach Kalo said about Jordan Bethel is that Jordan is the type of player that he puts on the best opposing offensive player.
Yep, he's their best defender.
He is their best defender, as Jordan is put usually on the highest scoring player, and is just used as a defensive shield to really slow him down. And don't be afraid of his offense either. Jordan's a scorer as well. And lastly, going through this starting lineup, you have Jason Foster, new guy out of. He's starting lineups. Let's listen in.
Please remain calm and move to the emergency exit closest to you if you can do so safely. Please follow the instructions of any administrator or staff member if they direct you to another emergency exit. Your attendance and support of the student athletes on the court at tonight's contest is appreciated by both member schools competing tonight. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all fans. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect our country by removing your caps and standing as we proudly join in the singing of our national anthem. For the Dublin Kaufman Rocks, number 0, senior Jesse Haynes. Number 1, senior Keaton Turner. Number 2, junior Nash Hustetler. Number 14, sophomore AJ Sheldon. Number 24, junior Hammond Russell IV. And for your Old Candy Orange Pioneers, number 2, junior Jason Foster. Number 3, junior Andre Irvin. Number 11, senior Ryan Butler. Number 12, sophomore Joel Addo. And number 15, junior Jordan Bethel.
We're expecting a great contest here tonight. You got the starting lineups here. You know, one thing that is a great asset to this team is young Joel Addo. Great playmaker, great sharpshooter. He's got some good talent.
He's only a sophomore, and he's already in the starting lineup for this with this Orange team, starting over some seniors even.
And starting over some players with great talent. We look forward to a great game from him. And Andre Irving, he is electric on the field. He can dance like no other, make men miss and drain step backs like Kyrie Irving, one of the Cleveland greats. Tip-off goes to Jordan Bethel, pass up to Andre Irving in the wing. Andre looking over to top of the key. Pass to Joel. Joel back to Andre. Andre standing at center court, pass over to Ryan on the wing.
Looks like Coffin's playing some sort of his own, maybe.
And he finds Joel from the outside, and he drains a 3. Great start.
You see him right away. Joel Addo, sophomore, in the starting lineup for this varsity team, drains a 3 in the first possession.
And like you were talking about with that zone defense, he found a hole and exploited that defense beautifully. Cutler guarding number 2 of Kaufman. That is Nash Hollister. A 3 up from Kaufman, no good. He gets his own rebound, put back in by Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner on a great play by Jordan Bethel, and you know what that means. If Jordan's on Keaton, Keaton looks like he might be their top scorer.
Might be their best scorer.
Cutler from the wing, rims out. Jesse Haynes with the rebound. He's running the floor really fast. Jesse looks to the corner 3, no good. Andre is there for the rebound, but it goes right back out. And Russell the 4th with a offensive rebound play.
That's where Andre's height might be hurting him on the defensive rebounding side, because that just tipped out right above his head, and then Coffins ends up scoring.
Looking over to Joel in the corner. He's electric. Count that. That is 2 for Joel tonight. He's got all 6 for the
Joel's
Pioneers.
going to be hitting those threes. He might want to change. Kaufman might want to think about changing their defense from a zone.
Max, what's one thing you got to see out there about the Pioneers' defense is they're looking to try kind of lock off some of Kaufman's best.
Well, Pioneers like to run man offense always. They almost always will not go to a zone defense. They just like to get up in your face and pressure you in main.
They're going to call that a walk on Ryan Cutler as he was on the wing, took a couple steps before dribbling the ball, and I guess he just kind of lost his footing trying to gain balance there in the corner.
Looked like he might have slipped.
Walking it up is number 1, Keaton Turner. Passes it over to Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes on Andre Irving, moving in. Jordan Bethel playing excellent defense, but a shot goes up from Keaton. No good. Board tipped off by Hammond Russell and Jason Foster's hand.
That was a pretty good move there by Turner for Kaufman. A little jab step got Jordan Bethel to move his feet, and he got up a good open shot, but just couldn't make it.
Now Jason driving the lane, puts one up, and that will go for the Pioneers. 8-4.
He got bumped too. He was forced to shoot a fadeaway because he got bumped in the lane, but he still makes a tough shot.
Keaton Turner running the floor for Kaufman Shamrocks. Over to number 14, that is A.J. Sheldon. A.J. puts a backdoor pass to Keaton, and that one goes.
Great backdoor pass. Keaton Turner faked out to the outside and then just went right behind Jordan Bethel's back. He just never saw it coming.
Andre Irving gives it up to Jordan Bethel. Jordan Bethel finding Ryan Cutler on the corner. Cutler trying to do a pump fake, gives a little space, pass it over to Jason in the corner. Jason walking in the paint, out to Joel. Joel walked as he was trying to do a pump fake move.
It didn't look like a walk to me. It looked like he only moved 1 foot on that pump fake, but looks like the ref saw otherwise.
Yeah, looks like it, and they will be going up against the Pioneers. It is Keaton Turner again. Keaton walking in on Jason, tries to make a move, does a little dance hesitation over to AJ. AJ Sheldon passes it over to number 2, Nash Hollister. Nash Hollister driving in on Cutler, up to Hammond Russell.
Well, Russell just had inside position there on Jason for Orange, and he was able to get the shot up before he had a chance to block it off the glass.
Jason made a nice move out to Cutler. Cutler trying to make something happen. Walks in out to Joel. Joel's got it up again. Heat check. That one rims out. Jordan Bethel fighting hard over to
Great
Cutler.
pass.
Cutler for 3. Puts it in. He's making it splash, man.
Jordan Bethel all over the offensive glass there. That's one of his strengths, and then he finds Cutler out on the outside.
He's a strong player. Russell
He's a sharpshooter.
gives it up, and that rims out. But Russell and Jason fighting for the ball. They're going to call that a foul.
Russell's a big body down in the paint. That's going to be a tough matchup for Jason Foster for the Pioneers all night.
Keaton Turner
trying to box him out.
Keaton Turner going to pass it in here, and yeah, Hammond Russell's actually checking out. In comes number 10, Dylan Von Vlera. I think that's how I say it. I like the name. Oh, number 14, AJ Sheldon makes him miss. He stepped out. The fans want a call, but they will not get it. Number 12, looking inside. Wow, did you see that play, Max?
There's that freshman.
Gavin Hedlings, the freshman, 6'5".
Just pulled up from the free throw line. He can shoot it. We were watching him in warm-ups, and he didn't miss Mary Venny.
Ryan Cutler over to Joel in the corner. Joel trying to walk in. He's a little bit close to the outside. Passes it out to Andre Irving, top of the key. Andre makes Keaton Turner miss. He's finding over Cutler in the corner. Cutler heavily guarded. They're going to call that a blocking foul on number 10, Dylan Von Vlera.
Definitely looked like a blocking foul over down the baseline.
Did not have his feet set as Cutler was trying to walk in.
Yeah.
I know that call. Now the zone is actually getting a little tricky here. How are they going to try to get this ball in? They're going to use a double pick play. Find Jordan Bethel, who went off on the pick, and he'll find Cutler, who drains a 3 for the Pioneers. Scores 14-10.
That's the weakness of the zone. If you have outside shooters, you can beat the zone easy. The zone wants to pack in the defense, get everything out of the lane. But if you have good shooters, it doesn't work as well.
Keaton Turner comes back with the miss, and Andre Irving's running the floor fast. Makes a Keaton Turner caught lacking. Give that man a map. Andre misses the 3. Now Dylan trying to run it as well. Pass back to Dylan as he passed it off earlier. Number 12, the freshman, looking to find Dylan Von Vlera. Vlera over to AJ Sheldon, who rims out, and Cutler will grab that and hold it strong as now Cutler's running the floor. Mr. Point Forward finds Joel, who had a little bit of a look. You think he should have shot that, Max?
Yeah, you know.
Joel up and in with the jelly.
That was a great move by Joel. I mean, he gave up that open 3, but he got it back with that drive, and a great layup by Joel. He's playing great so far.
Yeah, Joel has 8 points now as he is leading the Pioneers in scoring. And
Cutler.
It's a 16-10 game with 2:13 to play. So, Max, let me ask you this. If the Pioneers are kind of getting them with that outside shooting, what is something you think they got to do to really readjust? Do you think they should kind of spread the floor a little bit, or you think you like the defensive scheme?
For Kaufman? Yeah, I mean, I would not stay in the zone if Orange is going to keep shooting this way. Maybe I wouldn't change it this early in the game. It's still the first quarter. I would try to see if Orange is going to cool down a little bit, but if they don't cool down, I would switch to some man just to try to defend those outside shooters at least.
One thing that they are doing well is they are really diluting Jason Foster on the inside. He's only got 2 points tonight on a great shot from the block that went up and in. However, nothing really going for on the inside for the Pioneers. A lot of their points coming from the 3 or outside 2s. Now Keaton Turner's going to pass it in to A.J. Sheldon. A.J. Sheldon walking it up, communicating a little bit here, trying to get it back to Keaton. Keaton's up on Cutler, not Bethel. Bethel is out of the game, and in comes Darius Butler, senior, and Darius Butler is definitely a rock of this team. He is all over the floor.
Darius Butler is the senior captain and leader of this team.
Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul. Joel is not, sorry, I was calling Joel. Joel is not very happy with that call, Max. Would you say that's a blocking foul?
I would say that was a charge. I think he got there and set his feet before number 1 for Kaufman,
Keaton
Turner, was able to jump off his feet. I would have called that a charge.
Refs disagree, and Keaton Turner will be shooting foul shots. First one up and in. Keaton Turner's now got 5 on the night. 4 on the night. My bad. Give it over to Cutler. Cutler coming up from the top of the key finds Jason. Jason standing up at the top. Does a little stutter step move. Gives it into Andre. Andre gets it denied, but it gets picked up by Darius Butler, who goes up and in.
Well, I don't think Darius was an intended target. I think he was trying to hit Joel on the backside.
But Darius is back on defense now. Jason with a steal. Jason's running the floor. Goes up and in. Beautiful play by Jason. He had a man all over him, but that man was too small. Now running the floor is Kaufman. We got a fast-paced game here. Do you think that they should try to slow it down a little bit?
I mean, fast pace is working. I would just keep going back and forth.
Jason is a big man on the inside. He's not letting any inside baskets go. I believe he had 6 blocks in the last game, and he is all over the floor.
And he showed some handles on that last fast break, too.
He did show some handles. And I've seen him do some between the legs, little stutter step moves. Keaton Turner up at the top of the key, guarded by Ryan Cutler. Ryan crossover by Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner goes up and misses. Rebound, Jason Foster. Jason Foster running the floor. Passes to Andre Irving. Andre Irving looks up, fires off the brick, and Keaton Turner off the rebound. The ball is free, and it is out of bounds. They're going to call that Kaufman ball.
Great hustle play by Darius Butler
there. Checking in
there.
is Jesse Haynes and Hammond Russell IV, and I would watch out for Hammond Russell because he was all over the floor. 7-point lead for the Pioneers coming into the end of this first. We're seeing an excellent game. Pioneers are really controlling the ball here.
I would watch for Ryan Cutler trying to guard Russell on the inside. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Russell's looking open to Russell on Andre Irving. Pass out to AJ. Great ball movement to Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner going in strong, up and in. They're going to call that a wait, I did not see
they called that a block again.
They called that a blocking foul. I jumped the gun on the charge there. And we're going to be seeing some foul shots from Keaton Turner.
You know, I would say the first one was definitely a charge, but I think Andre got there a little early, and he kind of leaned out of the way a little bit.
However, you got to remember
a lot of times they call that a block.
Remember that new rule that if he leaves his feet, I believe they are calling that a blocking foul now. So the ball is a loose ball picked up by John Stearns. Great rebound for the birthday boy. He is running the floor. Great point guard. Let's see some energy out of him here as he's going to make some magic happen for this team. John holding the ball at the logo. He makes a move, and he drives into the lane. He's got a step, and it goes off the board and does not hit the rim. And Hammond Russell gets it stolen, and a shot falls from half court for Ryan Cutler.
It looked like Kaufman did switch to man at the end of that first quarter there.
I believe one thing I got to say is
making so many threes.
I believe that they did their scouting report for Kaufman, and Joel was not on the floor there as they were switched to a man. So
yeah.
Which is actually something that I think you would do the opposite to. I think you should. If I was Kaufman, I would try to lock that guy up. What would you say, Max?
Well, you know, maybe since he's just a sophomore and maybe he hasn't played, maybe he's just getting into his groove right now during the season. I haven't seen him play before, but maybe he's just starting out hot and Kaufman didn't see it coming.
That's true. He's a new player on this team, and so I guess it's like when a new pitcher comes into baseball and he starts striking everyone out. They haven't seen him yet, so sophomore secret weapon over there.
Yep.
Loading up for quarter 2. Pioneers lead 20-15 right now, and one thing I got to say is that Orange is really running it fast, but Kaufman's been trying to do the same. Every time Orange tries to run it up on the floor, Kaufman's trying to outrun them pretty much. And do you think that's really going to work with this Orange team we have here?
You know, this Orange team is built to be running up and down the court for all 4 quarters. You know, maybe Kaufman plays the same way. and that'll be interesting to see which team gets tired first.
Keaton Turner passes it to Jesse Haynes passes it into Keaton Turner. My bad. Mix
See
those
Bethel
two guys
up on Turner again.
Yeah, Bethel is on Turner, and Turner's trying to walk in on Bethel. Bethel denies him there. They're going to pass it out to Hammond Russell. Ooh, whoops, my bad, wrong team. A pass inside that almost gets blocked, but they're going to call an and one on Darius Butler as he was reaching for that block.
Boy, he almost got to that block, but it looked like he kind of checked him in the back there, and I think that's the third and one we've seen from this Kaufman team. They just get into the paint, and they're getting fouled and taking it up strong.
Now we have Keaton Turner at the line. Puts it up. It goes. John Stearns running the point. Pass it over to Andre Irving. John Stearns, Andre Irving, a great guard duo here today, and you don't really see them on the floor too much together. What would you have to say to this?
Yeah, they're similar in height. It's different to see. Oh,
if you saw that, you would have eyes as wide as mine. Andre Irving, I think, made everyone on the floor miss there.
That was
Put up the basket.
That was amazing 1 versus 5 move there. He took on almost the whole Kaufman defense and still almost got the and one.
Andre Irving, free throw. Puts it up. It goes. 21-18 Pioneers. Andre Irving playing very well today. Really running the floor, finding open men. And Jason Foster checks back in for Darius Butler. Darius had a good shift there. A couple fouls. They're going to have to sit him for a while. Can't have anyone fouling out. Another one good for Andre Irving. He is reliable from that line. And now Keaton Turner with Jordan Bethel on him. Picked up by Jason Foster off the screen. They're going to give it back to back to Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner gets it to go past Jason. He really had his arm out there. I would think that's an off-balance shot, but whatever works for you. Jason making a man miss off the pump fake. Back out to Stearns. Stearns going to try to cut in. Doesn't have anything there. Pass over to Cutler. Cutler drives in. Nothing. Out to Foster. Foster for three. Got it!
Wow, Foster known for playing on the inside, being big on the inside, but I guess he got some range too.
He does have range, and he can make it splash when he wants to, but he's also a threat down low. That is something you got to really put in check if he's able to score from everywhere on the floor. Andre Irving, another one of the same. He's got those crazy layups. And he's running the floor fast. Andre Irving running the alley. Almost loses control, but picked off by A.J. Sheldon. A.J.'s going up strong, and he scores.
Boy, A.J. Sheldon he saw that pass coming from a mile away, and he just cut in front of the passing lane and got an easy bucket on the other end.
Now, if you see, Keaton Turner is locking off Andre Irving. He was with him every step of the way as Jason Foster going up strong. Would have called an and one there. What do you think about that, Max? Was that contact?
There was definitely contact there on his elbow, I think, but Jason Foster's strong enough to put it up and in anyways.
And now freshman Elias Lewis, guard, checking in for the Pioneers at the next whistle as John Stearns played very strong defense, but A.J. Sheldon coming out of the corridor playing well and got that one to go.
That was strong defense. John Stearns is a great defensive player, but
that's true. He's electric on defense. Andre over to Ryan. Cutler passes Stearns. Stearns back to Cutler. Cutler back to Stearns. Stearns from the wing back to Cutler on top of the key. Top of the key. Cutler drives in, finds Jason Foster in the corner. Jump Foster for three. Count it! Foster for three. That is huge.
I mean, when you have a big man who can do inside and outside, that's almost unguardable.
That is almost unguardable. Jordan Bethel on Keaton Turner strong. A pick coming. Ryan Cutler picks him up. Keaton Turner tries to drive in on Ryan Cutler. And, that could have been called goaltending if that bucket did not go in.
Yeah, he smacked
Post
the backboard there.
Smacked the backboard before the ball had touched the backboard. And Andre Irving's going to give it over to John Stearns. Stearns and Foster. Foster on A.J. Sheldon. That is a mismatch. But Bethel finds Cutler on the inside. Cutler doubled. Needs to find somewhere to go. He'll put it up, and he'll get it in.
Great move. He just used that pivot foot there. Yep, just used that pivot foot there on the block, and he was able to put that up and in over two Kaufman defenders.
A.J. Sheldon over to Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner for three. It is now 32-29. 3 points for Keaton Turner, and Keaton Turner is having a good game. He's got 9 tonight.
I would say he's Kaufman's strongest scorer for sure.
And that's why Jordan Bethel's been locking him off tonight. Just like Coach Kalo said, Bethel's going to find the open man. Stearns puts it up. off the back of the iron, and Jesse Haynes will pick it up, pass it over to Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner to Jordan Bethel. Turner pulls up for three, off the back iron, but Hammond Russell puts it back over to Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes driving in strong over to A.J. Sheldon. Max, what do you have to say about A.J. Sheldon coming out strong in this second quarter?
I mean, he's not very tall, but he's a really strong guard. He can shoot it and he can drive it into the lane.
32-31. We have 3 minutes to go in the half as the Pioneers are trying to slow the ball down. Do you think that's going to be a strong suit, or do you think they should keep trying to run it? Jordan Bethel almost gets it poked away. Sorry, Max.
Good.
Stearns for three. Count it! Stearns with the three!
Stearns
that man is splashing them.
Stearns paired up with Andre Irvin seems to be working for the Pioneers so far.
I would see them on opposite sides together, but opposite sides of the ball, but I guess they're both playing on the same lineup tonight. Cutler makes him. Cutler gets Turner, pokes it out, but Turner's going to regain possession of the ball. Turner trying to get on Cutler. They're going to call a foul as, Cutler! Did you see that, Max?
I did not see that. I did not see that.
Max was looking away from the play as the play was actually over when Cutler rejected him into the wall.
I was giving our studio score update.
Studio score update. Elias Lewis checking in along with Joel Otto. And Elias is a freshman guard who has a lot of potential to play really well tonight.
He definitely does.
We have not seen a lot from him, but what I've heard is that he's a very good scorer. His potential is yet to be cracked. He's on A.J. Sheldon. I think that's a good matchup to have those two evenly sized guards kind of going up together. Another almost goaltending there. Andre Irving running it up. It is 35-33.
Turner is definitely one of Kaufman's best scorers, if not the best. He likes to get in the lane, and he can shoot it too.
Irving doing a jelly again. Wow.
Irving does the same for Orange.
Irving, very strong with those inside moves. He's not really the most powerful, dynamic player in there, but he can really work it, and great flow of the body there. Jesse Haynes on Irving. Jesse Haynes trying to get something to go. Three off the front of the rim, picked up by Jason Foster, who's been all over the boards tonight for the Pioneers. And Elias is wide open, makes a man miss, passes it over to Jason Foster. Jason, they were not ready for Elias to really come out swinging it. Oh, man, Jason is a body in the paint as he gets that one to go. It is 39-33.
Well, that 6'5" freshman didn't have a chance against the big Jason Foster on the inside.
Guarding, number 2. Elias picks him. Elias with I don't know if I would call that a block or a tip pass.
I call it a deflection, tip pass.
Tip pass on the play there as the A.J. Sheldon was going up for the play. I believe that was number 2. That was number 2, Noah Holster going up for the play, and number 1, Keaton Turner, will be passing the ball in for the Shamrocks. A.J. Sheldon, heat check. Rims out. Jason Foster's all over that in the paint.
Great rebound. He can bring it up the court, too.
He can do it all. He looks inside, finds over Elias Lewis. Elias over to Ryan Cutler. Ryan Cutler does a little hesitation. Elias for 3. Oh, missed, but Darius Butler gets rejected inside. They're going to call that Pioneer ball as Darius Butler finds the rebound off Elias Lewis, and a big rejection. I believe that was number 12, Gavin Hedlings. It was kind of tough to see in there. We had 3 guys kind of all in a jumble over there, but good block by the Shamrocks. Joel Otto passing it in. Has to throw it up to Darius Butler, who is guarded heavily by Hedlings. Pass it over to Cutler. Cutler trying to get through, and he'll go over to the top of the key. A double team here. Elias Lewis kicks it up. Jason goes up strong. Wow. Whoa. I don't know if you would call that a travel, Max. It seemed that the ball was knocked out. What would you say there?
Call a jump ball there. I think that's the right call, jump ball.
Jump ball there. I was worried they were going to call a travel.
So was I.
Elias Lewis wide open. Count it! Elias Lewis with the 3.
As that freshman, he's dangerous coming off the bench.
He's dangerous. He likes to sit in that corner, and we've seen him kind of
travel.
Looks like a travel there. He did take too many steps before that ball started dribbling. Jesse Haynes with the turnover there. Now Elias Lewis, we've seen him sitting there in that corner, kind of kind of similar to what Joel does, as he's just a great sharpshooter.
Yep.
But Elias can also run the ball. We'll be seeing a little bit of that there as he is passing the ball in. Looks like Andre Irving checking in for Darius Butler, subbing in for point guard. And 1 minute to go. The score is 42-33 Pioneers. And just because it's a 9-point lead right now does not mean that this has not been a close game. Dublin, Kaufman, and Orange in a good battle here. Elias trying to make some moves here. Finds it over to Ryan Cutler. They're going to try to, I actually think they're going to try to get the last shot here.
Well, maybe not if Ryan can get an open layup.
Oh, wow, missed. Oh, wow. Keaton Turner going to grab the board out of Ryan Cutler's hand. Ryan Cutler's man falls down. Keaton Turner blocked by Joel. No,
I think Jason Foster got a hand on that.
Jason Foster did get a hand on that. Elias in the corner finds Joel in the inside. What a feed
Great
by
pass.
Elias Lewis.
Great cut by Joel. Great pass by Elias Lewis.
That's a kid with some swagger right there. Just no-look pass on there.
7 seconds left here.
Joel going to foul, and I believe that is a kind of solid move, as he looked like he was losing his position there on Keaton Turner. Strong score, coming in hard.
Looked like they have a foul to give too, so I don't think
they did have a
Coffin
foul
should.
to give. No free throws yet. Darius Butler checks back in. Jordan Bethel checks back in, and Joel and Elias will stub out.
Looks like you're going with a defensive group.
They are going with a
the
defensive group. Jordan, Jason, Andre, Darius, and Ryan Cutler all out there. As the ball is missed, Keaton Turner's got forced. They started the clock a little too soon there. They had 5.7 seconds, shows 4.7 as no one touched the ball. Missed pass on the inbounds pass, and that would have hurt Dublin if that had not.
Yeah, Dublin might have got a break there with the clock starting too
Now
early.
they have a shot to inbounds the ball again. They're going to call it to stay where it is at, which is on the Pioneers side of the floor, which, Max, I guess that's like the call of the game, but I don't know if I would agree with that as the ball is on the defensive side.
Well, I think since technically nobody touched it, since time should not have come off the clock, they just go back to the same spot they were at.
Now Keaton Turner trying to get a last-second shot. Keaton Turner double-teamed, throws one up with Darius Butler all over him, and that will not go, and it is going to be halftime.
Great defense there by Orange on the last possession, and they got momentum. Some momentum coming in the half, able to extend their lead to 44-33, an 11-point lead for the Pioneers going into the half.
Well, one thing I got to say about the Pioneers is we talked about their depth, and that really showed tonight. Players from all over the floor were scoring. You had a big three by John Stearns. Now remember, that was a 2-point game when that three was hit.
It was.
Really changed the momentum of the game as Kaufman was roaring back, only to have their hopes kind of smothered by John Stearns from the corner. Along with Elias Lewis, took him a little while to get going. He missed one from the corner, and then kind of found his shot.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll be seeing more of him as he's got 3 points tonight. Jordan Bethel playing some great defense. That's kind of what we always see, Max. What were your thoughts on this first half?
You know, Pioneers definitely playing more defense than the Shamrocks are for Kaufman. 44-33 lead at halftime. I mean, maybe you can't say anything about Kaufman's defense just because Orange is draining so many threes. I wouldn't be surprised if they're over 50% from three. They're shooting it so well. You know, Kaufman started in that zone, which allows many more threes to be shot. They probably have to change that at halftime.
One thing we got to watch out for the Shamrocks, though, is big man Hammond Russell the fourth. Hammond was all over the boards, and he was really giving Jason Foster a run for his money down there.
He was.
And here comes our great announcer, Ethan Hunter. Great guy, giving us, maybe you can hear him in the background here, giving us a lot of fire in this stadium. And you could hear the fans kind of getting into it here tonight. And we're looking forward to a great second half. What do you think some adjustments you got to see out there today, Max?
Well, on the Orange side, I mean, I would expect Kaufman to change their defense to try to take away the three. So on the Orange side, I would say try to drive it into the paint more and maybe post up Jason Foster some on the inside and have him go to work down the block, because if Kaufman's going to be extending out their defense, that's going to make it more spread out for the inside of the paint to be open for Orange.
So I'm actually thinking more points in the paint for Orange. What about Kaufman? What do they have to do? On the offensive side, they were looking strong.
They were. I mean, their whole offense runs through number one Keaton Turner. Maybe play a little bit less one-on-one ball because Turner just likes to take it himself, take it in the paint, step back three.
So would you say try to double Turner?
I mean, that would not be a bad idea because that seems to be their main focus on offense for Kaufman.
I feel like Jordan Bethel has gotten him kind of on the ropes a little bit, but he's an electric player there, Keaton Turner, and he's when you think that Keaton Turner's not going to make it, he gives it over to his man, A.J. Sheldon, who we didn't really see much of in the first quarter, was just kind of a role player until the start of the second quarter. He decided he's going to come out with a little bit of energy.
Yeah.
And some basketball greats, Logan Shear and Jaden Ampadu, former middle school basketball players, out there playing a little bit during halftime. You know, one thing I got to say, though, about this Orange Pioneer team is that they are scoring a lot tonight. It is already a 44-point game for them, and in many of these games that we've seen, they only get up into the 50s, maybe 60s on a good night. And
I know.
We could be seeing them end up in the 80s.
Yeah, definitely. They're on track for 88 points. That's really rare for a high school team.
Well, one thing that is a reason for that is that both these teams are running the floor extremely fast.
They definitely are. Both teams like to grab the rebound and go. They try to get down the court first, and whoever gets down the court first is usually the one that's making the plays.
Yeah, one thing I got to say is if you're running the court, I'd especially look out for Andre Irving to really take fire. He's only got 4 points tonight, and I wouldn't be shy to say I'm expecting more from him.
Expecting a big second half from Andre?
Well, yeah, he had a couple chances, missed a three that was not really the most open shot in the world, but it was enough that he could get it to go. I've seen him make way crazier shots. This guy should definitely be able to find some holes in the zone. However, they do have Keaton Turner on him strong, so we'll have to see how he really comes out. Max, what do you have to say about this board play by the Pioneers? We saw some moments when it was looking like Kaufman had them on the ropes.
Yeah, you just have to box out when you're on defense. They have that big Russell IV down in the middle, who's going to be a tough matchup for anybody. But, if you just get a body on him, all you have to do is take him out of the play and let one of the other four guys try to go get the defensive rebound for you.
That is true, and you got to. Usually when players box out, there's really nothing you can do unless you make a huge spin move or you have the quickness to get around someone. You're usually just stuck out there, and I guess if that's him and Russell's specialty, but if the Pioneers were able to really get to him and start boxing him out, I'd expect a great game on the boards for the Pioneers.
Yep.
In the middle of halftime here, it is a 44-33 game if you're just joining us. And really a high-scoring game for high school basketball, and Pioneers playing really well. Simple as that. Shamrock's right there with them. I don't know really what to expect for the second half, but I will say that it's going to be a close one. So we will be joining you back in 2 minutes.
Coach Kalo, and this is what he had to say.
An assistant at Westfield South for 3 years. I was an assistant at Olentangy Orange for 1 year. And this is beginning my 8th season as head coach at Orange. High expectations for this group. I think results-wise we can accomplish a lot. But as we just talked about, we had a tough loss versus Liberty on Friday. And we talked about this after the game. Our goal is to play results-wise, play our best basketball at the end of the year. And if we're playing our best basketball at the end of the year, I think we can accomplish a lot together. We lost 5 seniors last year. Bryson Lane, Luke Bollinger, Nick Brandon, Junior Ajapong, and Ryan Lewis. 3 of those guys were starters for us. And, 2 of those guys are now playing college basketball. Student athletes new to the program. Yeah, we have Jason Foster. He transferred from Columbus Northland. Jason is a junior, and he's starting for us right now. Very athletic player, very good kid. Happy to have him in the program. I typically would say I'm good at bringing a group together, good at pushing each individual and a team to maximize their ability. I aspire to connect with people and do a good job with that. I would say those are my strengths. Big picture stuff, I also think I'm pretty solid at, seeing, a group's strengths and designing things to play to those strengths. Things I need to get better at: organization. The admin things, aren't my favorite thing to do, but they're necessary to keep things moving. And I do think one of my strengths is being high energy, but it also can be a weakness. So making sure I am bringing it every day to a level where my players can benefit from is certainly an area I need to continually make sure I'm assessing. Our players hopefully would be able to answer this, but one of our biggest challenges, like I said, results-wise, I think we can accomplish a lot, but it'll all be predicated upon our ability to be we over me, to be connected as a team, to be together, to put the team above the individual. That is absolutely our greatest challenge. Then we also talk about Orange Tough, which means a lot of different things, but essentially it means being mentally tough and having positive emotional responses to adversity. Those are our greatest challenges. We over me, Orange Tough, essentially selflessness and mental and emotional toughness. If we can do those things well, we'll have a very good year. But we need to do a better job. We're capable of it, and we need to keep pushing towards that. I mean, every Olentangy game is a rivalry game, and those are always fun. There's a lot of different games in the league that are exciting for different reasons. Every league game is a big game. Westerville Central, though, is one of the favorites to win the league, so those games are very important. Like I said, every Olentangy game is exciting. And then Westerville South, my father is a head coach there. I'm 35 now. He's been the head coach since I was 2 years old. So, I got a lot of respect for his program, and I grew up in that program. So anytime we play them is exciting as well.
That's it.
Go Pioneers.
I hope the season goes well for the players. Back to the news desk.
We are back again for the start of the second half. Both teams are warming up. It is a 44-33 game, and Max, we were talking before about how Pioneers really need to work on the boards as big Hammond Russell IV is all over the place, and we'll be looking to see a good game.
Yeah, looking for the second half, just try anybody to get a body on him, maybe even just take him out of the play in general, and have the other four guys go for it.
Now, who would you say would be the type of guy we would want down there to really get to him on the boards?
Well, I think Jason Foster is the guy. He's the 5-man. He's going to be guarding him in there.
We'll look for Jason Foster to have a big game on the boards, along with a big game scoring. Right now he's got 14 points, and I think he can shoot for 20s easily.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Now, Jordan Bethel is not on the scoring books yet, but that does not mean he has not been a factor. Jesse Haynes will be checking the ball in over to Keaton Turner to start off the game. Keaton Turner guarded by Jordan Bethel. Jordan Bethel has been all over him today. They are eyeing each other down. Over to A.J. Sheldon. A.J. passes it over to Jesse Haynes. Jordan Bethel covering Keaton Turner.
There's Turner again. He's all. That's
Keaton Turner's got 19 tonight.
Yeah, he's accounted for almost over half of Kaufman's offense.
Jason Foster driving into the lane, finds Jordan Bethel, who gets blocked by Keaton Turner.
Great pass, great find there.
I think that could have been a little bit of a foul there. Looks like Jordan got whacked on the hands. Pass into Jordan Bethel.
Dangerous pass.
Is tipped. Bethel chasing down Keaton Turner on the backside, and Keaton Turner misses.
Oh.
But a putback by Jesse Haynes is good. Now, Shamrocks coming out strong to start the second half. Do you think they got a fire up kind of talk, or just
they definitely got fired up at halftime? Yeah, because they weren't playing their best. They definitely probably got talking to by their coach. Oh, great move.
Jason Foster fouled on the play. Could have gotten the end one right on the hand there. Kind of messed up his shot a little bit. That looked like he could have gotten a bounce there off the side of the rim and out. Jason Foster will be shooting. Jason puts it up, and it's off the side of the rim.
Foster with 14 of the Pioneers' 44 points tonight. He's been playing great so far. Looking to see a big second half from him as well.
Foster puts that one up. It rims out as well. Big rebound by number 2, Noah Hostler. And Keaton Turner trying to get in on Jordan Bethel. And Jordan is all over that. They're going to call a foul, though. I think he had his hands up nice and like they teach you in OYA basketball, hands up straight, and that's what he did.
He definitely had his hands up there. I mean,
Made a little contact on the body.
Turner just went in there out of control and just kind of screamed and put his head back, and the ref kind of fell for that fake there by Turner.
Not really in foul trouble for either teams here. We have highest foul is 2 for Joel Addo, and Bethel just got his first. 23 points for number 1, Keaton Turner, so big day from him. Turner puts it up, and it is off the side, but they're going to call a foul there.
They're going to call a foul on Bethel again.
Bethel, I believe a push, or was that a blocking foul?
I mean, they called a push. I would just say it was a regular box out to me. And
yeah,
number
however,
2
the
for
ball did
Kaufman
go
went
behind
over.
him.
Yeah.
A.J.
It's a tough
Sheldon,
call.
watch out for him. He's going to try to put one up. Pump fake. He's driving in.
Good pass.
Oh, wow.
Great pass. Great
Him and
pump fake
Russell.
there. Kaufman's coming out of the half hot.
It is now a 3-point game just like that. Pioneers need some offense here. Jason Foster giving it to Andre Irving. Andre looks for help. He's got Foster. Foster top of the key. On Noah, on Nash Holster. Not Noah. Whoops. Opposing team. Nash Holster. Andre Irving trying to drive the lane. He's doing this a lot. Pass out to Jason Foster. Foster for 3. Booyah! Jason Foster!
That is his 3rd 3 of the game. Foster has some range for sure.
And look closely. You can see Foster holding out the 3 for how many for the big play there. Oh, almost gets the block.
Almost
That was
got
a
the block.
crazy move by Jesse Haynes. Andre Irving slowly walking the floor, passed it to Joel Otto. Over to Jason Foster in the corner. Foster finds Irving. Irving's wide open. They're going to call that a moving pick, I believe.
That happens all the time in basketball, and they almost never call that a moving pick. Looked pretty clean to me. Took 3 points off the board for the Pioneers.
That's Foster's 2nd foul of the night. Do not worry about him in foul trouble, though. So, who else but Keaton Turner to walk it up, guarded by Jordan Bethel. We've been seeing this all day. For a player of his skill set, Bethel's been doing a good job of letting him go, but A.J. Sheldon.
Oh, he pulled up from the white line almost. And Kaufman is just hot. Everybody's making everything.
Look to see some light out of Foster as Foster's driving in. Finds Cutler. Cutler makes a move. Sends Sheldon flying in. Bethel goes down for it. They're going to call that.
Looks like you're calling on Russell for Kaufman. Dove on top of Bethel.
Thank you, Max. I was kind of lost there at that play. Just whistle and the arm goes up. They do call it on 24 Russell. But it is just a loose ball foul, so Pioneers will inbound the ball from the baseline. And that's what Cutler will do. Finds Foster. Foster standing right inside the 3-point line. Hands it back to Cutler. Cutler looking for help. He's got Foster again. Foster on the wing. Pass it out to Irving at top of the key. Irving tries to make a man miss and does. Pass out to Joel. Oh, ball gets stolen by Keaton Turner. Joel's fighting hard to get back and almost makes the play.
And just like that's 48-47 Kaufman. They're on
Kaufman's
a
got the lead.
15-3 run to come out of the half.
They're playing aggressive zone here as they're trying to make plays like Keaton Turner had just done. Andre Irving fighting hard to get inside. Looks for a man, and he will pick up his own missed pass. Cutler trying to drive in. Sheldon all over him. He's looking for help. Finds Andre Irving. Andre Irving walking in.
Almost traveled there, and
he gets picked,
looks like he gave the
picked
ball
off.
away.
Foster. Oh, my Lord!
What a block by
Huge
Foster.
block by Foster. Then Bethel is all over it on the defensive side to get the steal. And Foster's running it up.
Great
Finds
pass.
Irving inside
There
bucket.
you go.
Pioneers have the lead.
That's how you stop a run.
I cannot believe that block. That was huge. It was a fast break, 2-on-1. Keaton Turner passes it to Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes looks to go up, and Jason Foster denies it.
He smacks that off the backboard. You can hear that throughout the whole
And then
gym.
picked up by Kaufman, tries to pass it back to Jesse Haynes, and Jordan Bethel was all over it, getting the steal for the Pioneers. Great play by him. That was a lot of excitement there, and
That sure was.
few amounts of time as we have
We got a game here,
It is 49-48. It's going to be intense all the way down to the wire, and Pioneers came out a little bit slow, or maybe Kaufman just came out fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was all Kaufman. Kaufman was able to set the pace, and they were running up and down the floor, and Orange couldn't keep up with them coming out of the half. It was kind of a reverse way in the first half.
4:10 to go in the third. It is 49-48. Pioneers have only scored 5 this half, while Kaufman is in the double digits.
Yeah, I think 15-5 opening for Kaufman.
A 25-point game for Keaton Turner, and
Wow.
I don't think he's going to be looking back. Have we ever seen him check out of the game, Max?
I think he's been in this whole time.
He's been in definitely close to the whole time. John Stearns will check in. The birthday boy is back, and we're expecting to see some fire out of him. That's his job. He is a spark plug player, along with Elias Lewis is now in, and Andre Irving and Joel Otto are out. Jordan Bethel on Keaton Turner, like always. Jordan is all over the ball. They're trying to get it to Keaton, but they cannot. Keaton finally gets the ball. And he drives in, and he's blocked again by Foster. Stearns is running it fast, finds Elias Lewis, who's going up strong, and they're going to call a foul on that. Great call on the foul. That was a lot of body.
That was definitely all body there.
Great job by Elias Lewis, really putting his shoulder into that to try to get to the rim.
Yep.
Great play by Elias Lewis. Let's see how he does on the line here. Coach is getting a little angry over there on the sideline. Is Elias shooting?
Not sure he's that mad about.
Elias puts it up. Knocks down. Great play by Elias. I'm still amazed at how this Pioneer defense is doing. Great play by Jason Foster and Jordan Bethel just locking down Keaton Turner as Elias Lewis puts it up and knocks it down again. That's 5 for Elias Lewis tonight. Keaton Turner running it up. Who else? Jordan Bethel all over him. John Stearns on A.J. Sheldon, and John Stearns is all over him. A.J. cannot get a shot off as he's trying to drive in on
Great
Stearns.
defense.
Jesse Haynes passes it off to number 12, who tries a fadeaway. No good. Cutler picks it up. Cutler gives it to Stearns. Stearns looking for some help. Finds Foster. Foster on the wing. Throws it back to Stearns. Stearns.
Orange setting up
Jesse
a
Haynes
play
on
here.
him. Orange setting up a play. They're looking for Elias Lewis here as he's coming over the end. They'll find a Jordan Bethel in the paint. Back out to Stearns. Stearns finds Cutler in the post. Cutler on Sheldon. Big body play. He can't get it to go, however, and Keaton Turner picking it up, running the floor fast.
Oh, travel.
Stearns all over the play on defense. The ball is everywhere, it seems like, and A.J. Sheldon gets it to go.
That was a crazy set. That was a crazy set of events there, Ben.
I believe Stearns knocked it out of the defender's hand, of the offense's hands twice. They could not pick it up, and now they're looking for help here as Stearns drives in.
Oh.
They're going to call that a foul as he was jumping for joy there as Stearns hit a beautiful stop move on him. Pivot foot down and caught the defender flying.
Yep.
Andre Irving checks back in. John Stearns will sit. John Stearns played a very good shift there, and here comes Elias Lewis to check the ball in. Looking for help. Has Jordan Bethel out there. Jordan has some room. They'll give it to Irving. Irving for 3. No good, but Jason Foster's all over it on the boards. No Hammond Russell as Foster goes up and in with the contact.
3 guys all over him.
A pass to A.J. Sheldon. A.J. Sheldon looking for some room. He'll make a move. A beautiful pass. Back to number 10, and number 12 puts it up, and that will not go. Andre Irving is all over it. Andre looking for some room. He's running the floor fast. He's got Elias Lewis. Elias stops and goes. Elias on the wing. Finds Cutler top of the key. Cutler driving in. Cutler spins. Has nowhere to go. Tries to lay a body. Looking for a foul.
That was all hands.
That was...
Looked like an and one to me.
It could have been an and one. However, there was no contact during the shot, so I'd have to agree with the refs. There was contact as Cutler put his shoulder into him. And Jordan Bethel, defensive mastermind down there. Every time a play is made on defense, Jordan's always there. And now he
he's
checks out for Joel Otto.
He's getting a breather here. He's
And
working
Darius
hard down
Butler
there.
will check in as well for, I believe, who's coming out? Ryan Cutler comes out.
Both of those guys getting breathers because they've been working hard out there.
Yep, but they will be back before we know it. There's 1 minute left. Keaton Turner trying to get some room, and they'll pass it off to number 4. Keaton Turner back on it. Darius Butler all over him. They're going to put Darius Butler in for Jordan's position. Darius Butler decides to wipe his shoes off before the play, and now Andre's running and turn on the turbo blasters as Andre falls.
He trips.
Keaton Turner has it again. New player, Aiden Dring, out there today. Keaton Turner.
Oh,
Ball
good.
is stripped by Andre Irving. They're going to take a shot, and that is number 10, Dylan Von Vlera. Remember that guy from the first quarter, making a play there. It is a 3-point game. Andre Irving running it up, and a timeout. I believe a timeout is called. Nope.
I couldn't tell.
I cannot tell. Looks
Maybe they gave a coach a warning.
It looks like the coach was given a warning. The coach has been all over the floor tonight.
Kaufman's coach.
Kaufman's coach, yes. Kalo has been keeping it in check over there. Don't be too scared though. He could get heated any minute now.
That's yep.
But luckily for him, refs have not been messing with him. Andre Irving making Keaton Turner look a little silly out there as Keaton Turner is not knowing where to go. 47 seconds left. Looks like Pioneers are trying to take some time off the clock. They're getting Foster on a mismatch here. Number 2, Nash Hoffman, gets left in the dust by Foster. Foster gets it stripped. Butler trying to get there. Does not. And they're going to call that Pioneer ball as Dylan Von Vlera steps out. Ryan Cutler will throw it in for the Pioneers here. Andre Irving sitting at the point guard. Elias Lewis checks back in. Darius Butler will sit. They had him out there for the defense. Going to drop him off for the offensive sharpshooter, Elias Lewis. Andre Irving, Keaton Turner's all over him, but Andre finds space to get the inbounds pass, and Andre's going to try to make him miss. But Keaton Turner, reach-in foul called. Keaton is a little bit angered there as he doesn't think that should have been a foul, but he reached across the body, and that's how the call goes. Foul on Keaton Turner there, and surprisingly,
they're going towards Kaufman.
Surprisingly, they are giving it to Kaufman.
So I think Andre actually fouled him after he turned it over, and that's what the call was, because that was a clean steal.
That was a clean steal, I guess. I thought he reached across the body, jumped the gun once again. A.J. Sheldon looking for some room. Watch out for this man right here. Number 24. Pass it over to Keaton Turner. We mentioned him before, number 24.
Looking like an ISO coming here.
Hammond Russell. Oh, Keaton Turner tries the ISO move. That's not going to go. Jason
Still got
Foster's there. We got 5 seconds to go. Foster trying to find somewhere to go. Gives it to Butler. Butler could not get it off as he was in between two guys. Can't blame him for not getting that one off. It was kind of rushed there, but the Pioneers come out of the third quarter with a 3-point lead. A little bit less than what they had at the half.
Boy, that was a crazy quarter.
It was a crazy quarter, ups and downs for both teams here tonight, and we did not see that much from Hammond Russell IV.
We didn't. I mean, they like to run and just give it to Keaton Turner to go ISO. That's one of their main plays, and it works.
I guess you could say that Keaton Russell has been kind of controlling the game here tonight. He still has 25, though. Jordan Bethel's doing a good job of locking him off now.
Yeah, he is.
When Keaton Russell runs, though, you got to watch out. He almost had a kind of steal and score kind of moment that was called back by the referee as a foul on Andre Irving. Once again, no one really in foul trouble, which is good news for the Pioneers. They can play this fourth quarter with intensity, knowing that it's unlikely that their guys will be tossed out of the game for too many fouls. That's always nice to have when you're coming down to the wire and you have guys that are staying out of foul trouble.
Seems as if this game's going to come down to the wire. Only 3-point game going into the fourth. Both teams are playing really well right now. It's going to be good.
Ryan Cutler comes in to toss the ball inbounds. Andre Irving at the point. Jason Foster, Joel Otto, and Jordan Bethel rounding out the lineup for the start of the fourth quarter. Joel standing in that corner spot over there, and we've seen him get hot. I'd watch out for him. Trying to do a somewhat of a press as Keaton Turner's there on Andre Irving the second he steps over the midline. Looking for a screen from Jason Foster. It does not go as Keaton Turner kind of backed off a little bit. Passes Joel Otto in the corner. Joel passes over to Jason Foster. Jason Foster, top of the key. Hands it off to Ryan Cutler. Ryan Cutler from a deep three. He'll get that to go. Ryan Cutler is on it today from deep.
Yeah, he sure is. He can make that
That
shot.
is 13 for Cutler tonight. He is one of 3 of these 5 out here tonight who are in double digits. And it looks like they're going to pass it over to Nash. Nash looking at the top of the key. Nash tries to drive in. He's pressured there, and Dylan Von Valera does not get it to go, but he gets his own board. That is Hammond Russell. Hammond Russell passes it over to number 2, Nash. Nash over to A.J. Sheldon. A.J. Sheldon looks like he's trying to find some room to shoot. He knows he's a good shot. He's going to pass into Dylan Von Valera, who does not get the roll, and it's a free ball. It's picked up by A.J. Sheldon. Sheldon over to Keaton Russell. Watch out. Keaton Russell looks like he wants a shot here. Jordan's all over him. Number 14. Sheldon's still there. Passes it over to Dylan Von Valera. Von Valera tries to drive in. Looking for some help. Might have traveled there. It looks like his feet touched the ground the second he got the ball off. Jordan is all over it, and Keaton Russell cannot
Great
get
defense.
anywhere. But he passes it off to Nash.
Charge. Yeah.
They're going to not call that basket as it is a charge. And Nash Holster would have gotten that one to go.
Joel stood in there, and Turner drove right at him, and he just took the charge. Great call by the ref. He was there. He was standing. He was not moving at all.
Well, Jason Foster is going to pass it in from the baseline. Andre Irving's picking it up. And Jesse Haynes is there as this guard duo of Jesse Haynes and Keaton Russell is back. Jason Foster looking for some room here out at the top of the key. Tries a hesitation move. Going to find Ryan Cutler, who is on Keaton Russell. Not Keaton Russell. Wow, that was my bad. Oh, Andre Irving puts one up. No good. Board by Nash Holster. Gives it to A.J. Sheldon. A.J. Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner running it up at the wing. Keaton makes a nice move past Ryan Cutler. Gets it to go.
Oh.
They're going to count the basket.
That looked like it was going to be on the floor to me. Gave
I
him a little
believe that
bit
was
of
on the
continuation.
floor, and he did get a little bit of love there, was Turner. 27 for Turner, as Turner kind of made Cutler miss a little bit, and I think you got to put Jordan Bethel back on Turner. Turner puts it up. And it will fall out, but he'll pick it back up himself, and that one will go.
Not very good job
one there.
By Orange on the box out.
Keaton Turner was able to get it. Hammond Russell is back on the floor on Bethel. They're saying that Bethel, they're kind of disrespecting Bethel's three-point ability. He'll try to drive into the lane, find Andre Irving. Andre Irving with the mismatched socks goes up, and it'll fall out. They're going to call that foul on the floor.
Couldn't tell who that.
I believe it will be staying here with the Pioneers as Joel Otto goes to inbound the ball. Elias Lewis checking in for Jordan Bethel. Jordan's been playing a lot this third quarter. Going to take a nice rest and hopefully come back stronger for the end of the game because they might need him defensively. They're going to find Ryan Cutler down low. They will call that a reach foul.
Yep.
And now the Pioneers will be in the bonus.
Well,
as that is the 7th foul.
That was much quicker. I don't even think any team got in the bonus in the first half.
Yeah, a lot more fouls showing out tonight. The Pioneers have 5. And, second half here, Pioneers have 5, and the Shamrocks have 7. Ryan Cutler, he's missed a couple early in the season. We'll see how he looks. Puts it up and in. He really got his free throw stroke down, I hope. Shaky at the beginning of the season. Something easy, something to work on, something that you can just practice every day.
Yep.
Another one in. That will be his 15th point of the day for Ryan Cutler. Bethel's back in the game for Elias Lewis. They're kind of switching him off if they can, offense and defense, because Elias... Oh, Joel tries to make a move on A.J. Sheldon. A.J. Sheldon has an easy walk into the basket, but he will miss.
Oh.
Rebound by Hammond Russell the 4th. And that's an and one play.
There's that big body down low on the block, and he's
Heyman Russell
got
flexing
that
after the
rebound,
play,
flexing.
showing his strength.
The ref telling him he can't do that.
Yeah. Really in Joel Otto's ear there, and that's something you can't do here. Hammond Russell dribbles twice, dribbles third time. Puts it up. And it's off. Cutler gets the board. He's going to find Andre Irving. Andre Irving moves in. Top of the key. Pass over to Cutler. Cutler back to Irving off the handoff. He passes it to Joel Otto. Joel Otto running across the floor. He's going to find Cutler. Kind of making the defense move a little bit, which is what they want. And Cutler tries to get it to go. Pass to Jesse Haynes, and Jesse Haynes is running through. Jesse Haynes puts it up, and we have a tie ball game, I believe.
Wow, 60-60.
60-60, and Haynes has just tied this game up. Andre Irving trying to make something good. The ball is saved, but Jesse Haynes picks it up. Jesse Haynes tipped by Andre Irving, trying to get a foul. That's not enough.
Good pass.
And a finish by Ryan Cutler. Oh, and Hammond Russell coming in strong.
Another
charge. Russell is disappointed with the call, but call on the floor is the call that stands, and Joel's looking a little shaken up there as he got knocked to the ground. However, it was a great play by him.
Great job by Joel putting his body on the line.
And that's what the Pioneers really need to energize this crowd and energize their bench. A timeout is called on the floor, so we get a break from this intense game. And honestly, that's what we needed. Running out of breath here of all that was going on. One thing that I really got to say is a great turnaround play. Joel tries to save it. It goes to Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes trying to make a play. Andre Irving with the quick reflexes to turn the play, and Ryan Cutler on the other end finishes it, giving the Pioneers the lead. Definitely could be a momentum shifter, but I wouldn't count out anything from Kaufman, as they have a lot of energy, as you saw from Hammond Russell. Kind of taunting a little bit. Ref had to talk him down.
Yeah.
Max coming down to the wire. Do you think that endurance could help the Pioneers?
Yeah, it definitely could help them. You know, they practice running up and down the floor a lot during practice, and they do it for these moments just to keep it going during the final stretch of the fourth quarter.
Running's never a punishment. It's always for something to better the team, and that's what they're doing here, is just bettering the team. As we have on the floor Andre Irving, Elias Lewis, Jason Foster, Jordan Bethel, and Ryan Cutler. Lewis will pass it into Irving to start. We have 4:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. 62-60. Time to get back on the edge of my seat, as this one has been a tight one. Irving, guarded by Jesse Haynes, makes a miss. Going up strong, gets rejected by Haynes. Haynes with a nice chase down block. Haynes was beat there on the play. Irving's trailing the floor. They're going to pass it over to Haynes, who's got to walk in to the basket. He puts it up and in.
Irvin was left behind the play after he got blocked, and then playing 5-on-4, left Haynes the wide open lane.
Yep. Haynes going to pass it to Elias Lewis. Elias Lewis guarded by A.J. Sheldon. Over to Cutler. Cutler driving in strong. Stops. Tries to fight up, and that does not go. A.J. Sheldon with the rebound, and there Kaufman's trying to run it once again. Trying to run it. Pass over to Nash. Nash rims out, but a great play by Cutler, and that is going to be going off Kaufman as Cutler dives for it.
Great hustle.
Goes off Keen Turner. A lot going on. A lot going on in that play. It was a great call by the refs to be able to see that, as Cutler tries to kind of tip it to his teammate, but it goes off of the leg of Turner. Lewis walking in, hands it to Cutler. Cutler stops, puts it up. No good. Nash Hollister brings it in and gives it up to Keen Turner. We have 3:30 left to play, and we have a tie game at 62.
Here we go. It's Bethel on Turner.
Bethel on Turner. We've seen that all day. Foster picks up Turner. Stearns on A.J. Sheldon. A slow behind the back move by Sheldon, and now Turner has it on the wing. Turner dribbles it up.
He's going to try to take Foster in here.
Foster's all over that. Foster's got the speed and the skill set to really... they're going to call a foul there. 1-and-1 coming up for Turner.
Put his hands on him there.
And Turner kind of just slipped on the play. Put the body in there and got a foul. Good play by Turner to really just exploit the
Mismatch there. Yeah.
mismatch, although I think Foster would have had that if you went down into the paint. I was thinking that if Turner wanted to really make that mismatch work, he would have to really he would have to shoot it from kind of the outside. Kaufman looking. Turner at the line. Shot. No good. Off the blackboard, but Hammond Russell.
He's in there. That's what he's in there to do. He gets a lot
Elias
of
Lewis with a
rebounds.
huge defensive stand there.
Looked like Turner almost pushed off.
Travel was looked to be called by the
Looked to
Orange
be
fans.
a little bit of a 3-step.
But now Kaufman's got a 2-point lead.
Yep.
Stearns coming down here today. Finds Bethel. Bethel to Elias Lewis. Pass it over to Stearns. Stearns looking for help. Finds Cutler. Cutler walks it in. Finds Stearns. Stearns over to Bethel. Bethel. They're not letting him. They're letting him shoot over there, but Bethel's not really wanting it.
Foster has mismatch on the block. Good pass.
And one is called. What a play by Jordan Bethel. Those are his first points of the game, and they could not have come at a better time.
That was an amazing find by Foster to get Bethel the ball on the backside block. He goes up for the layup, gets his legs taken out from under him, and still makes it.
Jordan Bethel has been all over the floor on defense and comes up huge offensively.
Looks like Orange going to call
I believe
timeout.
a timeout is called as we get to catch our breath again. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go. It is 64-64 game, and great plays. Jason Foster, Ryan Cutler, both above 15 points. Ryan Cutler's got 17. Jason Foster's got 19. And Max, this game's coming down to the wire.
Oh, it
how do you
sure
think?
is.
How do you think the one team's got to win this?
Well, you know, for Kaufman to win it, they just have to keep going back to Turner. That's their whole offense right now is just
31
Turner taking
points
it.
for Turner.
31 out of their 64 points, and Orange has to find either Cutler or Foster because they're hot for Orange right
So
now.
Max says, get it to the guys who have been scoring. If it's worked so far, it should work again. Stearns, Butler, Bethel, Foster, and Cutler. Defensive lineup out there as Bethel's going to shoot one, and I believe that the Pioneers are going to look to make a defensive stand here. I got a question for you, Max. If they put out the defensive lineup, is that really going to be the best thing come the offensive possession?
You know, if they have Cutler and Foster out there, I don't think it's a problem. You put 3 defensive players and 2 offensive players out there. You know, they get a stop there. They can easily score with one of their 2 offensive players right now.
So Bethel,
Oh, there's a backdoor
backdoor
again.
cut. Bethel made the free throw, and then on the other side, who else? Keaton Turner all over it. Foster, pass out to Stearns. Stearns top of the key. Stearns needs something help. He's going to blow by Jesse Haynes. Stops. And a timeout
Another timeout
on the floor.
These possessions are really, really vital right now.
Yeah, this is where the game is made.
You need to get the right plays called in right now.
1:39 left. 65-66. The Shamrocks have the lead, but Orange has the ball. This game is really getting tight.
Sure is.
Pioneers looking to bring out some offense here. Coach Kalo's calling up a play, and I believe that they kind of look for an inside basket is what they've been really looking for in the second half. But what would you say about trying to look outside here, Max?
Yeah, I know. I bet they're drawing up a play to try to get Cutler or Foster open for a 3 because they've been hitting them so far this game.
They're keeping the different 5 out there. We have now Cutler, Foster, Butler, Lewis, and Irving. Butler, Lewis, and Irving are new players out there checking in for Stearns, Bethel, and
Here comes a different kind of zone for Kaufman.
Cutler in the corner.
Looks like Orange was not ready for that
Orange
zone
is not ready
there.
for a double team kind of zone. No one was found to be open, so they decided to use timeout. And those timeouts are really important come down to the end of the game.
Uh-huh.
Having to waste one here for Orange, that could be devastating in the future. Pioneers have another chance to call a play here. This is a very important offensive possession.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kaufman changes it up again. They show that zone and then go back down to something else to try to get ahead of Orange.
That is true. And or one thing I got to say is, this new zone here that they run in where they have 2 guys on the ball, 3 guys kind of spread out to make a play if a bad pass is kind of thrown, is still important for the Pioneers to realize that you have a 4-on-3 really, and good ball movement can really just find an open shot if you got guys running the floor.
Yep.
One thing that's important is that you got to be able to spend some time on the offensive zone. That way, the defense is kind of running around, and you could just stand there, pass it around for a while, and really get them moving if they're running that same kind of zone.
We'll see
Fast
what they
ball
got
movement's
here.
important here. Elias Lewis is going to pass the ball in. The freshman getting some clutch time playing. This is where he can prove his greatness. Looking for help.
Dangerous pass.
Irving's got a man beat.
And that was a bad foul.
That was a bad foul by Kaufman as they're letting
He just
Andre
ran
Irving
right
to the
into
line.
his back.
He did run into his back. Irving, great heads-up play to realize that there's someone behind you and kind of fight for that foul. Now, Irving at the line.
Important free throws coming up here.
Irving puts it up. And it is rimmed out.
Most important ones coming up now. Try to tie the game.
Irving's got one more shot. The clutch free throw falls as Andre Irving off the front of the rim gets the bounce and it goes. We have a tie game at 66.
That's the one he needed.
Now the defensive lineup is still on the floor.
Yep.
Stearns and Butler check in. Bethel checks in. And they have big
and another
aggressive.
timeout.
A timeout by Kaufman.
Lots of timeouts
left
down
and
the
right
stretch
here. Got to watch out for something big from Kaufman as they're. Who else would they try to find than Keaton Turner?
Yep.
He's been playing a great game. He's got 33 points tonight. Leading scorer this entire game.
He's got half Kaufman's points.
That is true. He has exactly half of Kaufman's points. 66-66. 1 minute, 25 seconds to play. Under 90 seconds. And I believe that since there's no shot clock, Kaufman's going to want to try to take as much of this time off as they possibly can and then get a nice shot to go with some time left. Max, how do you feel about the no shot clock rule in high school basketball?
You know, I think it makes sense for high school.
Give the guys time to really
Yeah,
get
give
going.
them time.
Defensive floor out there for the Pioneers. Kaufman passes it to Keaton Turner. Jordan Bethel is all over him. They lock eyes at the top of the key. He'll pass it over to Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes on Darius Butler. Moving in. Pass over to A.J. Sheldon. A.J. Sheldon guarded by John Stearns. John Stearns trying to get a poke. Pass it over to Keaton Turner. Keaton Turner on John Stearns. This is not what the Pioneers want. They want Jordan Bethel all over that. Stearns plays strong. They pass it over to A.J. Sheldon. And that rims out, but a pass there. As Kaufman, 1 minute to go. Stearns is all over him. Stearns. Turner tries to dance a little bit. Turner for three. No good. Another offensive board.
Got to box out.
Keaton Turner goes off of his foot. They're going to call that out of bounds as Orange has the ball with 45 seconds to go.
Orange caught a break there. I mean, giving up 2 offensive rebounds with under a minute left.
Orange definitely caught a break, and it looks like A.J. Sheldon is out. Hit his elbow, I believe, on the ground, and he'll look like he'll just walk it off, stay in the game. Tough kid out there.
Big possession right here.
Offensive lineup is on the floor for the Pioneers.
Everyone's on their feet.
Everyone is on their feet as Andre Irving walks it in.
Here comes the zone again. Need to get somebody in the middle of the court.
Now, Irving taking their time. Pass over to Bethel. Bethel to Irving. Irving looking to find something.
Oh, almost got fouled.
Almost got a foul. That would be a lucky break for Orange.
Don't want to turn over here either.
They're going to call a foul. 18 seconds left. AJ Schelling calls a foul, and I believe that was them trying to get an offensive possession.
Yeah,
to the end of the game.
I might have been. It looked like their coach was actually telling them to try to reach for the ball.
And Irving's going to come back with a clutch opportunity here. Kaufman team is loud over there. Irving puts it up and in. Beautiful shot by Andre Irving. He's got the stroke. Now, Darius Butler's checking in. John Stearns is waiting to check in. Irving puts it up. Lets it fall. He's now a 2-point game. Big free throws for Andre Irving. John Stearns checks in for Irving. John Stearns, the defensive mindset player.
And timeout here for Kaufman.
Kaufman will definitely, all right, Max, if you're Kaufman, you got 18 seconds left. Do you just get it, try for a 2 or try for a 3?
I would go for a 2. I'd give it to Turner. Maybe set a high pick and roll for him. Try to get him to drive into the lane, maybe draw an and one.
The thing about the Pioneers, though, is what they like to do with Keaton Turner, I've been noticing, is that they're trying to get a mismatch off the pick. But right now, with the Pioneers' defensive players in there, they can't really do that, can they?
No. I mean, all of them can play defense. They can definitely keep up with Turner at least. But I think Kaufman's going to take their bet with Turner to try to beat whoever's guarding him.
Turner still has 33, exactly half of the Pioneers' points tonight. And we'll be looking for something strong out of him as he comes in to 18 seconds. Can you run a play in 18 seconds?
Oh, yeah, you can definitely run a play in 18 seconds.
What are some of the stuff we might be seeing from Kaufman here?
I would look for Turner to get the ball, take it up the court, maybe with around 10 seconds left, set a pick, and try to get him driving towards the rim.
Now, if you're the Pioneers, could you potentially foul him before he gets a shot off? Kind of you have 7 fouls. It'd be a 1-on-1 opportunity. Would you want to do that, or would you say that's giving them too much of a chance?
I would say that's giving them too much of a chance. I would try to play straight up regular defense. They're not trying to let Turner get the ball at all.
Going to have to run it up himself. Now Turner's got it.
Turner.
Bethel's on it. The crowd is loud here tonight. Now Foster looks for something. He has to throw it up, and he throws the ball away. The Pioneers have it. 1.9 seconds. Jason Foster. Huge play on defense.
He stayed up with him, and
one thing that was
Turner
really great out of Foster
foul.
is he did not let Turner get that contact.
No, he stepped away. Turner was
he
just
stepped
trying
away,
to get contact
kept
the
his
whole way.
position, and that's what was most important there. Pioneers chanting, you let the whole team down to Keaton Turner. However, Keaton Turner has been putting on most of their points tonight.
Yep, he sure has. Pioneers still have to get this ball in. I think if you can get the ball in and get fouled, that'll pretty much be game over, but
it would be 2
still
foul
have
shots.
to get it in.
If they can foul, the clock would most likely go down to, would you say, like a 0.9 kind of, around 1.
Yeah, around 1.
So then you'd have 1 second to get the rebound and get the shot off. The Pioneers look like they're in good shape right now. Just got to be careful not to accidentally give it away here.
Yeah, Pioneers just get the ball in bounds, make both free throws, and they'll go away with a win.
They're pretty close. The win is in reach. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's been a bruising game, left and right.
Sure
runs
has.
from both sides of the floor. And if you're Keaton Turner, what's going through your mind right now after having a bad turnover at the end of the game?
I mean, he's been playing so good. He's just got to try to go to the next play, maybe get a steal here.
They're going to try to find Andre Irving. He does get there, and we have 1.1 seconds. And Andre Irving's not the guy you want to foul come into the clutch situation. We've seen him make.
No, he's a great free throw
We saw him
shooter.
make 2 earlier. If you see it in his eyes right now, practices the shot. He is locked in at the moment, and I believe that Pioneers have a shot at winning. 1.4 seconds. They changed it from 1.1 to 1.4, giving Kaufman a bit of an opportunity. If Irving sinks both of these, it's over. First one's up for Irving, and he drills it. This right here is the shot of the game. This could be the dagger. This could be the dagger right here if Irving gets it. Irving puts it up and in.
And
Dagger.
there it goes.
The clock runs out. The Pioneers have won.
4-point win for the Pioneers, 70-66. Great win.
It was a tightly contested game. There were moments when the Pioneers were looking to run away with it, and surprisingly, the Shamrocks kind of kept up. It was a great game from the Pioneers. They played their hearts out there, and definitely shows at the end of the game. They were unfazed. They were down in some tricky situations there, down with 2 minutes to go, and didn't let that phase them. Max, who would you say your Panera player of the game is tonight?
I'm going to give it to Jason Foster for playing big on the inside. Got a couple blocks there on the defensive end. Made some threes on the offensive end. Great all-around game by him.
Well, I got to say, definitely Jason Foster played his heart out today. Great plays on both offense and defense. We saw him blocking shots, getting steals all over the boards, and there were some tough matchups on the boards. Definitely got to say, defensive player of the game for sure has to be Jordan Bethel, as he played a great game on Keaton Turner, and Keaton Turner was a real threat.
Yeah, he was.
But whenever Bethel was on it, Turner was kind of fighting to get shots off, which is something that really paid a factor. And how about Andre Irving? Game's on the line. 2 free throw shots.
Yep.
Missed one, and Kaufman still has a shot. But what he does is he just, nice and easy, takes a couple deep breaths, see him practice his stroke, know he's been making them all year, goes in beautifully.
Yep.
Panera player of the game goes to Jason Foster. Excellent work from him. We'll be looking forward to seeing the Pioneers. This is a good win in conference play. Pioneers were 1-3 on conference, 1-4.
I believe 1-4 on
1-4
conference play.
on conference play. They go to 2-4 tonight, and that is definitely in
Step up from what they're playing.
That's all.